Oh, yeah. Well, I know this is, I'm getting
We got the neighbors.
Do. Women. All right, sir.
I'll give a very brief couple of words.
Okay. That'll be fine. Thank you so much.
No, he left. Dutch was
I'm going to ask Tony to introduce our speaker this afternoon. Tony?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President.
I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised today. We're going to meet a gentleman who's going to address a subject I'm sure we're all interested in. I first became aware of Fred Foster was chatting with one of our members, Tom Powers, I don't know, maybe 6 weeks, 2 months ago. And Tom looked terrible. He was totally disheveled. He was breathing heavily. He was all bent over. And I said, man, what's the hell's the matter with you? And he said, I just came from Fred's Fitness. So I said, that sounds like a guy we ought to hear from. Fred Foster is a fitness professional. I won't say too much because it's all in his brochure, which I'm sure you'll pick a copy of back there. But he's had a long experience time. Going back to high school and college, he was involved in sports. He played football and actually had a scholarship to the University of Miami. Played the high school in New York and then went to the University of Miami on a football scholarship. He played very good football, and they had Miami had a good team, and they had a lot of postseason play. So he was in a couple of bowl games and a national championship game in 1984, I think it was. So I don't want to go beyond that. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce Fred Foster.
All right. Okay. Well, first, give Mr. Glasser a hand here. Thank you. No, really, it's been great. Give him a hand, please. Go ahead and clap for him. It's okay. He has been great all throughout. When I've called him, he gives the answers to the questions before I even ask the question. So I appreciate that. And also my good buddy back there, Tom Powers. Give this man a hand. Let me explain that twice a week we get a chance to spend an hour together and work out and bend and twist and do a bunch of things, and he does it quite well. He really, really does. So I appreciate that. I appreciate you, Mr. Tom, so thank you so much. Now, I have a certain way of greeting people, because you understand we are going to talk about wellness today and fitness today, so you know the last thing in the world you're going to be allowed to do is sit all this time. So I just have to stand for just one moment here. We have a special greeting every time I meet people. I'm going to ask everyone, just please stand for me. Please stand. There you go. That's good. There you go. And it's okay, sir, you can stay right where you are, but what you can do, like everyone else, you need to spread out just a little bit, because both hands need to go out to the side. You need to become a perfect capital T. You want to lock your wrists, you want to lock your fingers, you want to lock your elbows. You just want to stand nice and tall, erect, the chest is out, the shoulders are back, your head is up, your chin is in, and just give me small circles to the front. And I just want you to keep giving me small circles to the front for a little while I just tell you a little bit about myself, who I am, what I do, and why I'm here. All right. Now, my name is Fred Foster, the Fred Foster Fitness Company. We do personal and group fitness training for people of all ages. Home, office, gym, inside, outside, land, water, day, night. Doesn't make a difference. We will get you in the best shape of your life. Now, every morning, myself and our team, we get up, we go all over the area, right here in the Washington, D.C. area, but even in other places around the country, and we help people get healthier, we help corporations get stronger. Now, go to the back for a while. Now, people ask me, do I need to talk to you? Well, here's the question. If you took off all your clothes and stood in front of a full-length mirror and jumped, and hit the ground, and once you've hit the ground and things are still shaking, you need to talk to me. If you find yourself waking up tired, being tired all day, going to bed tired, getting up the next day, you definitely need to talk to me. If you want to put your arms down right now, you need to talk to me. And just for the next little while, I'm going to do the best I can to give you the best information I can, because our goals get younger every year, no matter what the calendar says. Now, on the count of 3, we're going to drop our hands. But when we drop our hands, I want us, as loud as we possibly can, to drop our hands to our side and say boom. It's B-O-O-M. Boom, as loud as you possibly can. So here we go. 1, nice and loud now. 2, I mean, fill the room up. 3, boom! There you go. Now, give your neighbor a high five before you sit down. Give a high five to somebody. You can do that, right? Give him a high five. Give him another high five. There you go. All right, there you go. Now give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand and have a seat. Let me let you know that I'm a bit abnormal. Let me just warn you that in advance. Let me explain to you that Mr. Tom is seeing me in long pants, which is a rare occasion. I wear shorts every day of my life, even in the wintertime. I get up at 3 a.m. every morning with one goal in mind, and that is to help people get younger every day, every week, every month, every year. Let me dispel a few myths right now. People will say things to me like, well, my left knee hurts, I must be getting old. My question is, does your right knee hurt? No, it doesn't. Well, isn't your right knee the same age as your left knee? What's the problem? It's got nothing to do with age. People will say things to me like, well, you know, I've been doing this for a long time, and I just can't do it as well as I used to. Well, what's going on here? Well, it might not be what you're doing, but how you're doing it. Let's talk about that. People will ask me questions such as, you know, I think I really want to work out. I really want to get in better shape. However, I don't know how to do this on my own. I've never done this before on my own. I'm not even sure if I want to do it on my own. Can you help me? The answer is always yes. But the answer is I don't help you. I help you help yourself. And the goal today is I'm going to give you good information that you can learn today and use tomorrow. Is that fair? All right, talk to me now. Come on, we want to talk to each other. This is an interactive thing. I told you, I'm not normal, all right? Because here's the thing. I know the information. But when I leave here, if you don't, I failed. So I've got to give you the information. And let me explain something to you. Any dog owners in here? Anybody ever have a dog, love a dog, like dogs? Okay, I love dogs. I love all kinds of animals. I mean, vicious dogs come up to me and lay on their back so I can pet them. I love animals. It's really true. It's true. It's really true. I'm telling you, this past week, I'm petting a woman's dog, and she's amazed. Nobody could touch her but her, but I can. And this is the thing I understand about dogs. If you've ever had a dog before, he or she will eat anything you put in front of it, no matter what. Whether it's just eaten, whether they're hungry or not, they will eat. And the reason is a dog does not understand that if he doesn't eat right now, he'll ever eat again. So therefore, he's seeing that food, a potential food, as survival, saying, I have got to stay alive, and if I don't eat this, I may never eat again. My goal is to stay alive. Here's what happens. From the neck down, your body's the exact same way. If you haven't eaten in 3 or 4 hours, your body goes into starvation mode right away, and it starts saying, I've got to stay alive. And the best way for the body to stay alive is to have lots of fat, because it can survive on fat. The idea being, if you didn't eat for a couple of months, most of us would probably still be alive, because the body will slow its metabolism down and use less energy so that you can stay alive. The problem is that's not healthy. So I'm not going to talk so much about from the neck down. I'm going to talk about up here from the neck up, that muscle called the brain. Now, let me dispel one myth here. I hear people talk about diabetes and high cholesterol and hypertension and broken this and whatever that. Every minute, millions of cells live and die. And you live and die to the point that at least every 7 years, you have an entirely new body. Which means if you practice good habits now and keep at it, 7 years from now, you should have a healthy body. It means if you've been a smoker for 20 years, 1 month equals 20 years. If you don't smoke for 20 months, your lungs can look just like you've never taken one cigarette in your life. There is a point beyond that. But the fact of the matter is your body will repair itself. But there are one group of cells that do not die in your lifetime, and they do not regenerate, and those are brain cells. But how much do you know that the brain is an organ, but the mind is something else? And we're going to talk today about the mindset of total wellness. I'm going to give you 12 steps. There can be more, as many as you want to put in there, but 12 steps to total wellness. And if you get 2 or 3 of them right today, you will be healthier tomorrow. And if you practice them day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, you will be here a long, long time. There are about 7,800,000,000 people on the planet right now. There are about 314 million people that live in the United States of America. 1 out of every 2 million people on this planet live to be 116 years or older. The human body is meant to live 120 years in absence of disease. So the fact of the matter is, what I'm telling you is not only doable, there's a true, honest, real world, everyday benefit to what I'm about to tell you right now. So is anybody ready? I hope so. Is anybody ready here? I want you to go, exactly, I told you, I'm not normal, so you got to talk to me. So I picked 12 areas that, for me, speak to me about total wellness. There could be other areas, but the truth of the matter is, I think if I mention these 12 to you, that it'll start to speak to you. And if it starts to speak to you in a certain way, and you start to repeat them back to yourself, and you get 2 or 3 of them right, I'm guarantee you, the other 9 or 10 will fall right into place, and it goes beyond that. There's a lot of, I've heard it, there is a lot of education in this room. There are great accomplishments in this room. I heard earlier that you get things done, which, believe me, not everybody gets things done. You get things done. If you get this done, you'll be able to get more things done quicker, better, and with greater quality. So I'm ready now. I'm ready. I don't know about you, but I'm ready. So here we go. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, listen. Mr. Glasser said earlier, I played football at the University of Miami. Now, let me explain to you at the University of Miami when I went there what it was like. I got there in 1980 before we ever won any national championships. Understand, we did win one my senior year, and had I not been there, they still probably would have won. But the fact of the matter is, I'm taking credit, I was there. All right? And here's what happens. At the University of Miami, Howard Schnellenberger, our coach, said one thing to us: stand up and be counted. Every time we played, at the end of a game, we should be able to look our teammate in our eye and say, we didn't give in ever. And your teammate is more than your friend. He's more than your brother. He's bone of your bone and flesh of your flesh. Everything that you want to do is about you, and it's about the team. And later on, the University of Miami had the best talent. We didn't have the best talent, but we would play Notre Dame. We would play Florida State. We played the University of Florida. We played the University of Nebraska. We played those people, and we would go beat them. It used to be, people wouldn't come to Miami to play because we weren't that important. We had to go everywhere else to play. And we would come and we would beat them, and when we would leave the game, we would take part of the field with us after we beat them, and we'd have a burial for it on Monday at practice. Now, I'm telling you that for one reason. It's not about the football, it's about the attitude. And I started finding out that when guys were bigger, faster, stronger than I was, bigger, faster, stronger than we were as a team, we could beat them if we thought about these things. And it's funny, what worked back in the early 80s and the mid 80s and long throughout that works today in what we do here. So here we go. Let's talk some fitness. So, number one, the first thing you need to have in your wellness program is a purpose. Everybody say purpose. Oh, say it on purpose. Purpose. Okay, purpose. Now, let me define purpose for you. The reason for which anything is done, created, or exists. A fixed design, outcome, or idea that is the object of an action or other effort. A fixed intention to do something. The first thing you want to do in working with a total wellness is on purpose say, I'm going to get healthier. I'm going to get stronger. I'm going to get faster. I'm going to have greater endurance. I'm going to get up early in the morning and walk. I'm going to stay up a little bit later and get my exercise done. I'm not just going to watch the basketball game. During the commercials, I could do one exercise. Think about this. I could do one exercise every commercial break. All right, all of a sudden you had a pretty good workout. Haven't added anything to your life. I'm not just going to watch Dancing with Stars. I'm going to grab my wife. I'm going to grab my husband. I'm going to dance with them. I'm going to be at home. I'm going to, on purpose, get in better shape, which means if I live in a home with more than 2 floors or there are bathrooms on either floor, if I'm downstairs to go to the bathroom, I'm going upstairs to do it. And if I'm upstairs, I'll go downstairs. I'm going to park at the end of the parking lot and walk there. But on purpose, I'm going to make a decision to get healthier. On purpose. Everybody say purpose. Purpose. That's what I'm talking about. Purpose. On purpose, you will do well. See, there are people in this room that have degrees and advanced degrees because on purpose they studied. On purpose, they went to school. There are fathers, there are mothers in this room. On purpose, you raise their children. There are grandparents. On purpose, you're living a life now to be able to raise kids and then grandkids to create a legacy on purpose. You are in this organization for a purpose. I heard something about mission statement and vision statement. Your purpose is to get those things done. Everybody with me? Yes. Now, not a hard one, is it? Okay, how about the next one, vision? Oh, I love the word vision. Vision statement. It's about seeing the future before it comes. It's about bringing the next day into today and acting as if it's already happened. Here's the deal. I'm going to walk 5 miles. My purpose is to walk 5 miles. But I haven't walked from here to the bathroom in the last 10 years. 5 miles might be a bigger goal than I'm ready for right now. However, my vision is to walk 5 miles. So you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say, Mr. John, I'm going to walk 5 miles today. Now, I might walk 10 feet. But I'm going to tell you I'm going to walk 5 miles today. But the next day I'll walk 11 feet. The next day I'll walk 12 feet. Next day I'll walk 13 feet till I get to the 5 mile mark. I am going to have a vision of having the smaller waist. I'm going to have a vision of having more endurance. I'm going to have the vision of having lower cholesterol or lower blood pressure. I'm going to have the vision of being able to do the things I used to do beforehand. So my purpose is to be totally well, to be totally healthy. But my vision is, even though it doesn't look like that in the mirror, even though it doesn't say that on the doctor's report, my vision is I'm a healthy guy. So I'm going to go to my refrigerator, and I'm going to, at eye level, put a picture of me on top of somebody else's body if I have to. All right? Yeah, all right? I'm going to get the high school yearbook picture when I was the captain of the team or the president of the club, and I'm going to put that in my refrigerator. I'm going to brush my teeth with the vision that I wrote down, that I'm making plain, that I'm going to go live into. I'm going to speak to people and tell them, hey, guess what? My name is Fred, and I'm getting in shape. You know, I'm not getting in shape. I'm already in great shape. I weigh 700 pounds. I'm getting in shape because I'm going to start to speak that way. When I hear people say, well, you know what it's like when you get old. No, I don't, because I'm not one of them. I'm getting younger every day. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. All right? Your purpose is to get well, but your vision is you have to start to speak it into existence before it comes. That's a big one. Our vision statement. It is to prepare for the life that is now, for the life that is yet to come. We get younger every single year. My body is promised 120 years if I take good care of it. Now, maybe I won't make it, but here's the deal. When I do die, I'm going to be one good-looking corpse, because I'm going to be in great shape. All right? That's what I'm talking about. There we go. My mission. Everybody say mission. Oh, like you're on a mission. Mission. Hey. Anybody here in the military before? You're on a mission, right? You're on a mission, okay? All right? Perhaps business owners, managers, whatever it might be, you're on a mission to get something done. Your mission is, what do I do right now? See, my purpose is to be well. My vision is to see well. But my mission is to do the things that fit my vision and my purpose to get there. So my mission today might be to walk. My mission today might be to do 3 exercises. My mission today might be to get inside the door of the gym. My mission today, yeah, exactly. My mission today might be to eat breakfast. My mission today might be to drink more water. My mission today might be to get around some healthy people that are already doing it and practicing what they're doing. My mission today might be for me just to go tell the whole world, listen, I'm in great shape and I'm getting there, and watch me work. Your mission is what you're doing right now. See, in enough missions, if Monday I do my mission, if Tuesday I get my mission done, if Wednesday I complete my mission, and I put together enough Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, and weeks to become months, to become years, a funny thing starts to happen. I could do more than I used to do. I have greater endurance. The doctor starts getting happier. I don't have to take as much in the way of perhaps medication, other things. I don't hurt like I used to hurt. I get to the realization, left knee hurts, but it's the same age as the right knee. So if I do the things up the left knee and right knee is good, 2 good knees, I can do even more than I've already done before. Your mission is what you need to be doing right now. every day. And your goal is every week to complete your mission. I want to work out 3 times a week. Well, great. Well, sometime in the next 7 days, I'm going to work out 3 times, which means if I go back 7 days, I should have worked out 3 times. My mission might be to eat breakfast every morning. My mission might be to say, you know something? I don't need the ice cream or the chocolate cake at night. Or it might be, you know something? I will have the chocolate cake tonight, but to earn it, not just to treat myself. So I'm going to walk today. I'm going to exercise today. I'm going to speak well today. I'm going to drink the water today. I'm going to do the things I have to do. That is your mission, which you need to be doing right now. Next, I love this one, because this is what the whole thing's about. Commitment. Here's an amazing thing that really blows my mind. People get up early in the morning and they commit to work. And they do it 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. People raise children, they have spouses, and they do it all the time. People do they join groups and organizations all the time. Yet, they don't make a commitment to themselves. Let me say something to you. 1 hour in your day for you. 1 hour in your day for you will make the other 23 much more worthwhile and much more productive. 1 hour. That's not a long time. 1 hour to read positive stuff. 1 hour to spend in spiritual time. 1 hour to move is a little bit more than you used to move. 1 hour is all it takes. It might be, if I'm going to be on the telephone, I'm not going to take that phone call sitting down. I'm going to stand up. Might be I might do it on 1 foot with 1 eye closed. It might mean I go to the bathroom on different floors. It might mean, listen, don't meet me at the restaurant. Meet me over here and let's walk around the park and talk about it. The idea is that I have to make a commitment to myself because I have to go back to my purpose. What was my purpose? My purpose is to change the world. I can't change the world if I'm unhealthy. My purpose is to help others get better at this or be able to help the guy that can't. That's my purpose. So I got to have a vision and see it beforehand. Now I got to have a mission every day to work at it, but I got to stay committed to it, committed to me. Understand, there's only one area of your life that you have to be selfish in, and that is your own health. See, I can do a lot of things for you. If you don't have a car, I can give you a ride. If you can't see, I can read it for you. If you don't have food, I can cook it for you and give. I can do a lot of things for you, but I can't make you healthier. So you have to make a commitment that says, I am committed to changing my life in a positive way. I'm getting younger next year. Hey, listen, 1 in every 2 million people live to be 116 years or older. Why not me? If I don't make it, I'll still be that good-looking corpse. It's all right. It's all right. You'll get there because you're trying to squeeze everything out of it. Oh, I like this one. And I'm sure this is the right group for this. Diligence, a.k.a. work ethic. Oh, how many of you have worked the job? How many of you have worked 2 jobs? How many of you went through school? How many of you have raised families? How many of you have cut the grass? How many of you have done things that involve work? The great part about work is you don't have to be intelligent. You don't have to be smart. You don't even have to know what you're doing half the time. But if you work at it, a funny thing starts happening, okay? A funny thing starts happening if you just work at it. See, here's what happens. I go through high school, I'm a pretty good athlete, I think. I get to college, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be really, really good. Then we line up, and the first time we start running, I'm seeing the back of everybody's heels because they're gone. I jump, and I'm going down, and they're still going up. I'm dropping balls, and they're catching it with 1 pinky. I'm meeting guys that went on to go to the NFL and become Hall of Famers, but I got to be among them. I've got to play with them, which means maybe I had to work a little bit harder than the guy without the natural talent. And the guy with the talent and the work, oh my goodness. But the fact of the matter is, you have in this room already proven that you can work. You've worked. That's how you got to where you are right now, because you work. That's one of the prerequisites to be in this group. You've got to have worked somewhere for a while. The fact of the matter is, you can work. And if you can work for the man, you can work for the lady, you can work for other people, you darn sure can work for yourself. So I've got a purpose. My purpose is to get healthier. My purpose is to change the world. I have a vision. I already see it happening before that. My mission is every single day I'm going to work that thing. Oh my goodness, and I'm going to be committed to it. But boy, I'm going to work at it even when it doesn't feel good. You see, here's what happens. First week, you work out, you're a little sore. But it feels good because, hey, that's all right. Then after a while, the soreness goes away. You change a few things. You're doing different things. That's really, really good. But what happens that one morning when you're a little bit tired, or it rains, or you just were up late, or you just don't feel well? What are you going to do then? You're going to work. You're going to give us a best effort today. Your best effort today is all you need to succeed. All you need to succeed. See, if you look at history, the people with the C averages usually achieve more than the people with the A's and the B's in school because they outwork them. And that's what you want to start the work. You want to start the work. Oh, I like this one. Sacrifice. The Olympics, 400 meters, gymnastics, swimming. How many times do you think those athletes sacrificed? And I'm not talking about the workout so much and the training and the eating and all this stuff. I'm talking about how many times did they not go to the dance? Legitimate stuff. How many times did they not stay up late? How many times did they say, this would be fun to do, but my vision, my purpose is to be in the Olympic Games? See, we're going to see the Olympic Games in the summer and the winter, and we're seeing these great performances. But they started training when they were 8, 9 years old. Every single day they worked at it. Every single day. How much sacrifice and work went into that? But their vision when they were 8 or 9 was to stand on that podium. Their purpose was to win the gold medal or represent their country. They were committed to it every single day, and their mission was to go to practice, go to work, eat the right stuff. Are you guys with me? That's what I'm talking. Listen, did I tell you anything yet so far that's hard, that's deep, that you got to know much about? What I'm saying right now is this is what gets people where they go. I have worked with thousands, and that's not an exaggeration, many thousands of people in 27, almost 28 years in the wellness industry. And this is what I found. The ones that are successful are the ones that keep at it. That's it. They keep at it. They keep at it. They keep at it because their vision, their purpose, they're committed, they sacrifice of the work ethic, they're doing all the things they have to do. Oh, here's the one I like, though. Fun. How many people do you know, they get to a certain age and they get real serious about life? My goodness, I love having fun. I love having fun. Come on. You remember when you were a kid and you ran and you played? Or maybe you danced, or maybe you did something different. Why can't you have fun again? See, here's the great part about wellness. Wellness might mean I'm going bowling today, but I'm going to bowl 3 games and I'm never going to sit down. It might mean, I'm going to go and get on the swing at the park and I'm going to swing. And let me tell you something, a few minutes of swing, you start breathing a little bit harder, right? The ball weighs 10, 12 pounds when you're bowling. Imagine that again and again and again. Is that not wellness? There are people, not me, believe me, there are people that love working out in the yard. I can't figure it out. Don't like to cut a blade of grass. But the fact of the matter is that people that the flowers and the petunias, they got that stuff. But get out there and do that stuff. Do the stuff that's fun. What you do is, try this one. Go talk to your children or your grandchildren, all right? And go to an arcade with them or something, or try to play a video game with them. And it starts to change. It starts to become fun. You might be lousy at it, but it becomes fun. What's the thing you like to do? Go do it. What have you been dreaming? What do you dream about? What in your life haven't you done yet that if I just did that, that would be a lot of fun? That's what you want to do. Get fun. See, exercise can be fun. There are people in this room that were in great shape at one time, and you had fun running and jumping, and your body, you were liberated. You were liberated. Why not be the same way right now? Is this working for anybody? Is it working for you? Talk to me. Is it? All right, then. I want to hear this because understand, I'm telling you the stuff that really matters. Oh, I like this one. Risk. One of the things I've learned in all my years in business, all my years exercising, all my years playing sports, being a father, now I am a grandfather, amen? The fact of the matter is you've got to take a certain amount of risk in life. You've got to try something you've never done before when you don't know the outcome, but you got to try it. Sometimes it doesn't work out. But if I'm willing to look like a fool at the gym, if I'm willing to fall on my butt once in a while, if I'm willing to take 15 weeks to accomplish a 6-week program, but I stay with it all the time, I'll be okay. Because my purpose is to be healthy. And my vision is I already see it, no matter what it takes. And my mission is to do the things I have to do today, and I'm going to stay committed to it. And I'm going to sacrifice, and I'm going to break through. But it's going to be fun all throughout, because, accomplishing something is fun. How many of you have done great things when you start talking about the things you've done, you don't talk about the accomplishment, you talk about the journey. That's when it starts to happen. That's where the fun comes. Oh, gosh. I like this one, courage. My goodness, we said earlier, there's some people here that served our country in the military, and I thank you for it. The others have probably helped our country in many other ways. Heck, we all pay taxes. I guess it helps something. But the fact of the matter is that you have done things, and it takes courage. It takes courage to do some of the things you've done. Not everybody lives in the home they live in today. Not everybody always was employed. Not everybody always got it right. But it took courage to get up when you've been knocked down. See, when the doctor's report says hypertension, high cholesterol, high blood sugar, over fat, Lipitor, you name it. You name the drug. This one got 4 or 5 syllables. I can't even pronounce that one. This is a generic name, but if you look at it, it's this one, all right? And because you took this one, you got to take that drug to counteract the other one. And this one, you need this one to get you some energy, so we got to calm you down with the other one. You go to the doctor and he says, it's cancer. Or he says, it's whatever. It's at that point you have to make a decision. And the decision is, I'm going to have the courage to deal with this thing. I'm going to have the courage because, see, I know a little bit of exercise. Oh, gosh, a little bit of exercise will take the hypertension and bring it down. Take the cholesterol and bring it down. Take the blood sugar and bring it down. Take the obesity, the fat stuff, and bring it down. But the energy goes up. The strength goes up. The endurance goes up. And before I know it, I'm living a life of total wellness because over here, I got my purpose. Somebody's starting to get this as I'm getting excited. And then there I got my vision. And when my vision came, I got committed to it because I had a mission I had to get done. So I would sacrifice a little bit. I would take a little risk. I had a little courage, but I was having fun throughout the whole thing. You guys got to hang out with me. You guys got to hang out with me. I'm telling you, boy. Get rid of the long pants, wear shorts every day. It is a fun life. Integrity. I'm almost done. Integrity. This one blew me away when I first looked up integrity some time ago. I was at a conference and a woman was speaking about integrity. And I always thought integrity meant honesty, and it does not. Well, not totally. It means honesty plus your values. And that one kind of threw me for a loop. I didn't quite get it. And then she said something that blew me away. You're a gangster in the mafia. Now, they're doing bad things, all right, probably. Yet they have a code of ethics that works within that world. And in their world, there's a certain integrity. Now, we don't want to be those guys. But over here, we could be something else. Am I true to myself? Am I going to have the courage? Am I going to work hard even when it's not showing and nobody's looking? Even though the doctor's report says something else. Am I going to stay true to my purpose? As I'm here for a reason, all right? And I'm going to keep that vision, and I'm going to stay committed. My integrity is, am I going to work at that mission even when nobody's looking or nobody's cheering me on? Because if I do it often enough, I become even more committed to it, and the sacrifice really isn't a sacrifice anymore because I'm having so much fun doing it, and I can take a risk and maybe see what happens, and before it starts to grow. And your integrity is that's what happens when you're laying in bed at night and it's nobody but you and God. That's integrity. See, that's what happens when all of a sudden, you haven't told your spouse, you haven't told anybody, but you know, Did I do the best I could today? What did coach tell us? Coach said after every game, you're going to be able to look your team in the eye and say, yeah, I sold out today. I did it. Forget what the scoreboard says. I did it. And the funny thing, enough of us did it, and we started to win. The fact of the matter is you can win in your own life. Because the last thing I need to do in my life is have my greatest triumph at 21 years old. I got a lot of life left, as do the people in this room. Oh my goodness, just a couple more. Gentleman asked me earlier about balance. Now, there's physical balance, but there's another part of balance too. It's balance in life. See, what happens here is, I said 1 hour equals 23 other good ones. That can be balanced. It doesn't have to be equal, but it's balanced. See, if I sacrifice over here for just an hour, or 3 days a week, or twice a week, or 5 days a week, or whatever it might be, for half an hour, 45 minutes an hour, 20 minutes, whatever it might be, if I dust off those Jane Fonda workout takes I have from the 75 or 80, whatever it might be, if I just get to the YMCA, if I just get to the health club, if I just go for the walk, if I just take my dog out and just cover the neighborhood, if I do that often enough, I've taken care of all the other things in my life. There's a certain balance. Sometimes we get imbalanced or unbalanced in a lot of different ways, and that causes stress. And stress is what hurts us more than anything. That's the biggest health risk we have, is stress, because we don't have an outlet. The great part about being well and about exercise and a movement is you get rid of stuff. Some of you need to walk outside every once in a while and just yell at the top of your lungs and go back inside. You'll be just fine. Some of you need to go out in the room, you gardeners, dig up a big hole and fill it back up. And you'll be just fine. All you have to do, is roll your shoulders to the front 10 times, roll them to the back 10 times, and tension comes right down in your body. The fact of the matter is you need to have balance. And I got one more. And that's faith. The belief in the unseen. The belief in something that's greater than you, that's still in you, that you're capable of, even though your abilities don't seem like they can do it. Bill Gates, in the 70s, had a vision of a computer on every desk, in every office building, in every home, all over the world. There were no personal computers. He went to Harvard for 2 years. Now, I'm trying to think this out. If my daughter had come to me after being in school for 2 years at Harvard and says, Dad, I want to drop out of school. Well, why do you want to drop out? I want to start a company. Or what kind of company do you want to start? One that's never existed before, that no one's ever done before, and it's going to be really, really good, Dad. In 20 years, 30 years, everybody's going to have one of these. I don't think I would respond very well. But, and I don't know what his parents did. I have no idea. But he had a purpose to change the world. And he had a vision that none of us could see. And he got committed to it because that was his mission. And he sacrificed a little bit. And he had just a bit of courage. He took some risk. And now we have phones that can talk to everybody all at the same time and take information and dictation and that sort of thing. We have computers and TVs that do things that we never thought could do before. We just turn on the television because of that. You had to have faith there. What faith do you have? What do you believe in? The life that is now and the life that is to come. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your time. I hope this was healthy for you. Let me just say one final thing about the boom. We had our hands out to the side and we dropped them to the side and we said boom. You need to say to yourself, here goes a vision for you. That's the sound of my heartbeat every time it goes boom, as blood goes all over my body. Because my heart is healthy, it's strong, my lungs are strong, I breathe well, I eat well, I think well, I have a sound mind, I have a purpose, I'm ready to go. And if I do that, I'm going to tell you something, tomorrow's easy to walk. Tomorrow's easy to lift weights. Tomorrow's easy to dance. Tomorrow's easy to have some fun. Tomorrow you will sit back, look at yourself when it's just you and nobody else and say, you know something? I have integrity because I have faith. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you. Very good. Thank you. Do we have any time for any questions? Absolutely. Okay. I know I did not talk, and I thank you, first of all, again, thank you for your time. I know I didn't talk about push-ups and squats and lunges. Because here's the thing, you don't need me to tell you that a push-up works. And if you can't do one, there's lots of modifications. You don't need me to tell you join the gym or walk a little bit. But you might need what I said today to help you be more likely to do the push-up or do whatever it might be. All right, so that was my goal there. Hopefully I accomplished that mission. That was my hope anyway. But does anybody have any questions about this or anything else, fitness-related, wellness-related, whatever it might be?
Yeah, would you clarify that statement? I don't know whether I heard correctly. You say 1 out of every 2 people could live to 116?
All right, this is what I said. Let me go back. The human body is meant to live 120 years in absence of disease. That's its, in other words, if nothing ever happened to it, it would go about 120 years before it just kind of goes to dust. My statement was 1 out of every 2 million people in the world live to be 116 years or older. All right, so in other words, 2 million people, do the math, when you look at the ages, every 2 million people, 1 out of that group is 116 years or older, and some actually make it past 120. So that was it. You got another question?
That sounds a little better than what I heard.
Okay, well, well, here's the thing. If it was 1 out of 2, I'd be looking at my neighbors saying which one. You know, so hopefully not me. Okay, but you got another question? Was that your only? Okay, very good. Anybody else? Anyone else? Wow. All right. Well, hold on. Well, here's the thing. Yes, sir.
Yeah, one time, this a couple of years ago, and they had some trouble with the shoulder, and this doctor said, I'm going to send you to physical therapy. And my attitude toward that was, that's a waste of time. Well, anyway, I went over there, and the person who was going to do the training looked at me, and she says, you know that no pain, no gain? And I said, yeah. She says, well, you can forget that. That's not what we're going to do. We're going to do some simple exercises, and these are the exercises I'm going to show you. And if you do them, and you do them, you know, like 2-3 times a day and things like that, you'll get all the kinks out that you're complaining about. So I said, okay, I'll try it. Lo and behold, it worked. Most people have the tendency to want to run 6 miles or 50 miles or something like that. That's not what you need.
And, you know, you said something very important. Your vision, your purpose was to get better.
Yeah.
Your vision was seeing it better. She gave you a mission that you stayed committed to. You sacrificed a bit. You had a little courage. You took a little, whatever you had to do, the end result was you got, that's what I'm talking about. Now, let me just kind of say one thing about the no pain, no gain. We're talking fitness now. F-I-T. F is for frequency, I is for intensity, T is for time. Those 3 factors are what get me better or more fit or healthier. If I do something frequently, 3 or 4 times a day, every day, I don't have to have as much intensity. And as long as I spend enough time doing it, I'll get to my goal. That's what she explained to you. But let's just say you were rehabbing the same injury and you played for a professional football team. You don't have the time they have. Their frequency is way up there, but their intensity goes way up because they don't have much time to get back onto the field. Down here with the frequency, doing it often enough, no pain. Up here, total pain. But that guy's making $3 million, and that's why he's doing it. All right? And then there's the time factor. The intensity in the middle says how hard I work determines how long I need to do it. So, for instance, if I work out, let's make up a number now, but this is pretty accurate. If I worked out for an hour 3 times a week, that's 3 hours. All right? Frequency, intensity, time. If my frequency went down to twice a week, I'd have to have more time at 45 minutes equal that same 3 hours, or actually an hour and a half to do the same thing. Or the time would have to stay the same, but the intensity would have to go way up. I have to work that much harder. So there is a correlation between that. What she said to you in a rehab situation is quite right, but you don't have to do it that way. It just depends on what you want. But the key is you walked your way through it. Now, which shoulder is it? Which shoulder was it?
Works fine.
Hold it up in the air. Hold it up in the air like that. Now watch this. Stand up for me. Stand up for me. This is real quick. I'm going to get you out of here in a moment. All right. Now watch this. Watch this. Here you go. Put your arm at your side. Put your arm at your side. Put it down here. Watch this. Go like this. That's flexion. Come right down here. Extension. Go out to that side. Abduction. Come across. Abduction. Put your hand here. External rotation. Go this way. Internal rotation. Lift it up. Elevation. Deflation. That shoulder works real well. That's a good thing. But what was it like before when you heard it?
I couldn't move it.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good thing. Give that man a hand. That's a good job. Give him a hand. Go ahead. And see, and if you did it once in your life, you could do it again and again and again in any area of life. This stuff works in all that you do, not just fitness. If you make it that simple. All right. I don't want to take up too much time. Is there any other thing? All right. I appreciate it. Listen, I didn't have as many water bottles with me as I thought, but I got about 12 or 15 of them back there. If you want to grab a water bottle, it turns water into wine. It's really, really good. So, some information back there about us and our company. Listen, we do this all the time. Talk to Mr. Tom. You can come work out with him a couple of days a week. The man is an animal. He's a beast. But I thank you much, and thank you, sir. Thank you. All right.
Also at the mission and vision statement, and I just belong to an organization. We get up at 5 o'clock and do these exercises.
Okay.
I put up with for about 20 years. I got tired of it.
Wow. Well, I like that. Well, very good. Well, thank you.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Thank you,
We
sir.
got something else for you.
Okay.
We don't pay any money, but we do get something else.
This will be fine. I thank you much, sir. Well, thank you so much.
I gotta get your picture.
Please, yeah, please.
So you can hold up the expensive gift in there.
I will do just that.
That one turns wine into water.
Oh, and there you go. Does it say font? There it goes.
Tony, come on over.
Yeah.
Right here.
And let's make sure we get. Can you read it well? Is it right there? There you go.
And let me get another one.
Okay.
I wobble a little bit. Oops, my mistake. There you go.
There you go. Okay. Very good. Well, thank you. That was
Thank you very much.
All right. Very good.
Is your email on the handout?
Yes, and I think
Send you a copy.
that's what I love. That would be great. Thank you. And Mr. Glasser, thank you so much for everything.
Tony,
Tony. Okay, Miss Tony.
I'm not
Very
going to ask
good.
you a question, but
Okay. How you doing, sir?
Let me tell you a story.
Okay.
I used to play soccer in the 35 Noble League.
Okay.
And Wednesdays we'd have a pickup game, and I got there a little late, and I had to play goalie. So I got in without any warm up. The first thing happens to me is the ball's coming to me, and I know the opposing forwards are going to collide, and I wasn't fast enough. I should have turned myself and hit him with my shoulder.
Okay.
But I didn't go fast enough, and he hit my elbow.
Okay.
I'm left-handed, and I knew something was wrong with it, and I could hardly move it around, so I went to my osteopath. Well, I'm sitting on the table, and he's doing this, and say, okay, Mr. Titus, I'm going to straighten out your arms. So he does this, and I'm trying to reach for the sky. And then he puts on this little device. It's a pad that goes around above your elbow, below it, and it's got electrodes.
Oh, yeah, like electrical stimulation. Yeah. Okay.
And he turns it on, and I'm doing this, and then he changes the polarities. I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. I mean, I still hurt, but when I went out of there, I had full mobility.
Awesome.
I don't know what he did, but
Well, he broke up some scar tissue, some other stuff there, and probably a few other things. But the arm looks good to me. That's excellent.
well, this is years ago.
Okay. Well, and you've had a chance to use it for years, so that's great. Well, very good.
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Please.
I believe in stretching too, and I found out one thing. I was having some lower back pain once, and since I retired from working here, I've gone into exercise full mode. I think I told you.
Yeah, exactly. You told me, yes.
8 miles on the bike every morning.
Yeah.
And I've rejoined the YMCA.
Awesome.
But one thing I found I can do, most of the doors in my house are about 7 feet high.
Okay.
And if I stand, start on tiptoe, I can hook my hands over the top of the door and then slowly lower myself down until my heels are resting. And I am really stretching.
Yeah, you're like this now.
I'm
Yeah.
feeling the stretching in the arm,
Okay.
in the torso, and in the legs.
Okay.
And you know something, I do that about 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening. And after about a week, that pain in
Yeah.
the lower back was.
Well, you know what? You became your own chiropractor. What you did was you put your body in alignment,
And a straight
and there you went.
spinal column.
Exactly. Everything went out there. So you became your own chiropractor.
I did.
Chiropractors don't want you to tell everybody that. Need a few patients, but that's what they would tell you, and that's
I told
excellent.
my doctors this. I told my cardiologist, my regular physician, and they never heard of such a thing,
Yeah.
but they didn't object to it. They
Exactly.
said, you know, that sounds very interesting.
Exactly. Well, you know, one of the things you have with the word MD after that, they deal with disease very well, not with movement. Your chiropractors, your physical therapists, those sorts of people would fall in love with you saying that, because that's what they do. They try to get everything straightened out again.
Straightened out,
You know, and once it's straight, things kind of fit
Well,
where they're
that's what I
supposed
figured.
to.
I figured if I really stretch everything, I mean, I would love to hang upside down, but I don't know how to do
Okay.
that.
That's just something you can buy for that, but you're fine where you are right there, okay?
I'm standing up, almost hanging, but my feet are on the ground.
That's good.
And that pain went away. And
Yeah.
And I think I did it. I saw it.
You did, and exactly, and that would be, a chiropractor would have you lay down, and you know, a physical therapist would have you do some stuff, but you did it, and keep that up, because it keeps everything right where it needs to be. That's excellent. Well, very good.
Thanks again. So
You're welcome. Okay.
You're a very, very inspirational speaker,
Thank you, sir.
and I guess you were a great football player, too.
Well, no, listen, but I get better as I get older. The legend starts to grow. Exactly. Exactly.
I played with the Buffalo Bills, you know.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Really?
Yeah. I played in the scrub team. The only reason I could stay on the scrub team is as long as I got up and came back to practice every day, I got paid $70 a week.
Okay, well, there you go. Okay. Wow.
Took me
When was this?
1946, 1947.
Okay.
I couldn't come back for 1948.
I love it. Very good. Mr. Tom, thank
The
you.
story I made up about Tom, of course, was just made up.
That's okay.
But I thought it was a good way to
I
do
think it was a great way. It was a great introduction. It was a very good one. Well, very good. Well, excellent. Well, gentlemen, again, thank you so much. This was great.
I got a couple places, others you might like to speak to.
I would love to. I love to speak everywhere all the time.
The Jewish Community Center is a group of women supposed to be...
Okay, over in Rockville, at JCC.
Yeah.
Yeah, for years, that's been the years, but 4 years I used to do things,
they
yeah.
have nice gyms out there.
Yeah.
And the other one is the Woodland Personal Association in Montgomery County. You know,
Okay.
There's 33,000 people who lost their listening themselves.
Okay,
And most of the people who survive are women.
okay. I would love to
And,
get the opportunity, yes.
Especially the Jewish women over there.
Okay.
You know, they bitch and howl and everything. No, I mean, this is the way they are. They're good natured, really. And
I'm laughing. For like 12 years over the JCC before they redid it, I trained people there and was there. People thought I actually worked there because I did so
Well,
much there. Like,
yeah.
And I used to love that place. And the thing I loved about it was going to the locker room, because you would have guys, like it was always done by age. So the oldest guy had the best locker and you work your way down. Well, I was way down the totem pole. But it was funny because guys would call it, someone would say, "Hey, Sonny," because he was 20 years older, because one guy was 90, the other guy was 70, and it was a great place. Oh my goodness, yeah. Well, I would love to. Do you have a card where I can get in touch with you otherwise? Because I can write.
I got your. Let me give you your card.
Yeah, okay, let me grab one, and then what I'll do is I'll also write your information down. That would be tremendous. All right. Thank you, sir.
I got mine.
Okay, well, very good.
That's how I looked 50 years ago. Maybe 60.
Well, that's... Yeah, I used to look like that once, too.
Well, I think we had a pretty good audience today.
I think so. They were...
You know, paying attention.
Yeah, it was a great group. It was a lot of fun, and I appreciate the opportunity. Listen, if it ever comes up in the future, if you need or want someone, I would love to volunteer. That would be
Well,
fine.
and the other thing is, if you, what is this? This is a,
There's a water bottle. You can take that for you. There you go. There you go. Yes, sir.
if you hear of any men who are retiring,
Okay.
and they would like to, you think they might fit into the fossils?
Okay.
Tell them about us.
I will, because I love this. This was a really, really, really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Exactly. All right, sir. Now, this is my card, but is it Fred? What was your last name again, sir?
Deneke, D-E-N-E-C-K-E.
D-E-N-E-C-K.
My phone number is 301
Okay.
460
460
2964.
2964. Now, you mentioned the JCC. What was the other organization?
Woodward, W-I-D-O-W,
W-I-D...
W-I-D-O-W.
Oh, a widow.
Woodward, yeah.
Okay. A
The
widow.
Personal Services of Montgomery County.
So it's called, the full name of the organization is right now Widowed...
Woodward Services.
Oh, Services of Montgomery County.
Montgomery County.
Got you. Understand.
It's
Okay.
an authorized thing sanctioned by the county.
Okay, well, very good. Well,
Yeah, I'd
listen...
like to have you there.
Sure.
Two different cultures.
Okay, and that's fine, and I love that. I was telling some people, actually Mr. Thomas and other people today, what I love about going different places, every place is different, and I love that, because I love people. You meet people from all over, and they're just different, and, you know, this group is this, and I love that stuff. So I will give you a call, and I'd love to have the chance to speak to them.
Yeah, I found, I've spent a lot of time in the government and the military. And one thing I learned here, you can't give too much one time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they don't like it.
Yep, I got you. No, understood.
Well, I like your approach and what you're doing there.
Okay, well, thank you, sir. Well, I appreciate it. Well, that was very good.
You know, Gary Player, golf player from
Yeah.
South Africa.
Uh-huh.
The long liberty is staying in shape.
Yeah.
Exercising.
He was, in fact, the
Want
first...
this back?
Oh yeah, not, actually, you can keep the bag because I've got. I'll put
Use
that.
it for the next
Exactly. Gary Player was the guy that changed golf from that standpoint, because up until he started doing what he did physically, you know, with his workouts, most golfers just play golf.
Oh, I know that.
And he changed it.
He's the one that did it.
Exactly. He was the one. Well, he was the first. I'm sure other guys may have done some things, but he was the first really great player.
He did have exercise. I have his exercise book.
Exactly, yeah. And he was the first really great player that, you know, when you, Gary Player, well, he was one of the best that ever lived. And he changed it. And after that, other guys started coming along. Of course, you know, when the Tiger Woods and his younger guys came,
If
yeah.
you look at Woods, he's a weightlifter.
Exactly, yeah.
Talk about the way he walks
Right.
in his arms.
Right.
Mickelson's another one.
Yeah, exactly. All these guys now, and I've had a chance
That's
to be...
why they hit the damn ball.
Yeah, yeah. I know. And I've had a chance to be around some PGA golfers, so just guys in the middle of the pack. These guys are animals. I mean, it's just a different game now. And they all whack at 300 yards, you know, and they're just...
Afraid couple.
Yeah, right. And then the women, you got some of the women driving it that far, you know?
I had a women's golfer live across the street from us.
Okay.
She worked out like a man.
Wow.
She did. Well, she kept it down where she wasn't going to build up.
Right.
But she could really hit that ball. And,
Oh, yeah, exactly. It'll humble you.
Dancing and everything else.
Sure.
It
All
was
right.
her dancing with it.
Well, very good. All right.
Anyhow, thank you so much.
All right. And always,
Appreciate it.
you're welcome. Thank you for having me. And I always love to meet a fellow Fred. We got to stick together as friends.
Okay, that's
Okay.
right.
Exactly.
Join the Fred Club, okay?
Yes, sir.
I have to laugh. You talk about digging a hole and then filling it up again.
Uh-huh.
I was in the Marine Corps.
Yeah, they do it all the time.
I was in World War II. I'm 85 years old.
Okay.
And I'm in great shape.
You are.
I'm in excellent shape. But I was in the war. I got in near the end of World War II, 45, 46. And then I was also in the Korean War, in the Air Force. So
Okay.
Two different branches.
Wow. Okay.
But when I was in the Marines, when you go to boot camp at Parris Island, South Carolina, one of the things those DIs have you do is exactly that.
Yeah.
They say, dig a foxhole. And they come around and they inspect it. Now, that's a big hole in the ground. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And the guy smoking a cigarette and flips a cigarette in the hole. All right, throw it in. So when you said that about digging a hole and throwing it, that took me back to my days in the Marine Corps.
Yeah. Right. Well, it's about de-stressing you. That probably added stress at that point.
The whole idea. Oh, I spent 3 months, 13 weeks in Paris.